Welcome everybody to our 13th day of 12 days of Sacred Self, the end and also the beginning of our daily Sacred Self online meditation here at 12 p.m. US Eastern Time, but also many other days and times, which you can get in the link here in this thread or in the video description. Daily online meditations, coming together, sharing, meditating together. Yes, so happy to see you all, you guys. So on this 13th day, this is no longer a transition, this is a day of Sacred Self. Some cultures, some places celebrate a holy day today, the Three Kings Day as they call it here in the United States, Epiphania. I have Latin training, so for me the words all come out in Latin. The day that the Jesus baby, if you will, got baptized, got welcomed into this world as a Christian, as the Christian Son of God. Now, our Sacred Self meditations and alignments, they are not necessarily dominational. So we're not going by just what Christianity sees, but we are recognizing that at least for those of us whose roots are in the Indo-European culture, that there is this special time between the winter solstice and the beginning of January, and today is basically the official beginning of a new era. So to translate this, what this means, it means that there's an epiphany happening here, an awakening for all of us. And we've practiced this in these past 12 days. All your sharing, all these insights, all these deeper contemplations that we've made together, they were all just practice rounds. I've mentioned what it can do to just meditate or align your energy for a few minutes a day. After 12 or 14 days, your actual brain changes, your DNA changes. And so I want to invite you all for this first daily Sacred Self meditation that is a little longer. This awakening that has been going on inside of us now needs a good foundation, and today's meditation is step 1 of the Sacred Self healing and discovery experience. It's called Sacred Heart. It's introducing the pathway to how to remember all of this, all these wonderful, deeper thoughts and deeper insights that we've had. Now, before we go into the meditation experience, the inner experience of our higher self, I wanted to ask you how you guys are doing today. How is all these energies, these physical sensations, these emotions, these thoughts and deeper spiritual experiences, how are they all coming together for you right now, here at the beginning of January, where most of us are back in normal TikTok life, I suppose, or whatever these circumstances are that you were able to manifest so far. How are you feeling today? I can share a little bit from my experience here. I've had a really, really hard time yesterday. I experienced all that we talked about yesterday, the doubts and the questioning myself and this harsh awakening. So yesterday I had this harsh awakening. Today I feel eased in. I feel okay. I feel calm. I feel I have a toolbox full of things that I can do to, cope, to deal with whatever is there. We've learned that facing whatever is there is the most effective way. And so last night I went to bed early. I canceled all sessions yesterday and just focused on my inner connection and self-healing and surrendered, and immediately felt calm again. Yeah, so we have the first sharings here. Does anybody want to share into the microphone? Hello there. Hi.
Visible.
There you are.
Yeah, I had a bit of the similar to yourself, where I was really, really quite up and down yesterday. Very tired at the end of the day, but today I actually feel so much better, calmer. It's almost like everything's come together today. But I feel, it's really quite a nice, calming, strong feeling. So it's
Kamal, since you shared yesterday, what do you think has shifted since yesterday? I mean, outer conditions probably haven't changed, right? You haven't quit your job or send everybody where they came from.
No, I haven't done any of that, but it seems like I'm coming more into a more positive, not positive, but more into myself. I don't have an outside influence so much around me that doesn't like me doing certain things. So I'm able to, I suppose, express myself as who I am. Even work was really quite good yesterday. Everyone was coming up going, "Kamal, you're all right, you're a bit quiet." I'm usually quite noisy at work. But it was, I was just more focused on what I was doing. A bit tuned out to whatever else was going on around me at work. So it was nice just to focus on what I was doing. I even noticed, my work, I was trying to, not trying to, but I was making it more, I suppose, neat, nice. I don't know, there was just a different sort of feeling.
Like organized inside?
Yes.
Yeah, more focused, you said. Okay, so you were standing more in your center, I would say, as an energy coach. So this is a really important sharing here, Carmel, because you mentioned the outside and you mentioned how this is
I'm just going to mute because the Motomo's just started up.
Yeah. And the question is it really that the outside determines how we feel, or is it the state that we're in? Because the outside is kind of always there, right? I mean, whether it's the traffic or the fire department or your kids or your co-workers or whatever the circumstances are, they're always there, right? So somehow, sometimes it affects us more than at other times. Do you guys notice that? So Carmel just shared with us what she's consciously observed since yesterday. Because you were on your way to work, right, Kamal? Which means you were, feeling this coming in, maybe carrying this from the day before still in you. And yet your day yesterday was fine after you kind of regrouped within. What is it that you guys think or sense or know that really makes a difference for you, that can help you in an instant or maybe a matter of a couple of minutes or something, to get back into this place that whatever is going on the outside is going on the outside, and you can't control it anyway, so you can focus back on yourself. Let's share a little what helps us when we are feeling frazzled or, somehow not centered. And by the way, Cheryl was sharing here, she's feeling good today, inspired, and feeling confident to allow the flow to continue. George is saying good but tired. Yes, me too.
Jona, it's Cheryl. How are you?
Hi, Cheryl.
So I too had an up and down day yesterday, and often for me it's physical exhaustion that sometimes calls it in. So in that case, I do rest if I can. It's not always possible, but I do know, like my body enough to know what's going on. So, but there's other tools for me too, like if I'm really feeling dragged down, I sometimes excuse myself from whatever the situation is. I've learned to do that. And
so how do you do that in the middle of things? Where do you go when you excuse yourself?
So, like I need to take a walk.
Okay.
So I do really drink a lot of water. So everybody who knows me knows I go to the bathroom a lot. So
it reminded me just right now.
Yeah, so a friend of mine suggested I get the personalized license plate pee before I go, because that's my motto. I got to pee before I go. So that's my escape as well.
Okay.
And I've really learned to do it. I used to be embarrassed to do it, or hesitant to do it, but it helps enormously. Yeah. It helps me enormously. And then when I come back, most times whatever is really bugging me is a lot less or gone. So, and there's just other little things. Breathing helps me. Seeing the bigger picture. For me, I know if I'm really overwhelmed, I'm too narrow. Coffee, I love.
For you, it's the timeouts. And you do take a walk or you take a pee break, okay?
Yes.
It's really just disrupting whatever is going on at that very moment. Does it matter, Cheryl, how long that break is?
Sometimes it does matter, I think, to be honest with you, but usually it doesn't. It's just getting me out of that moment. Yeah. It's usually something, like I haven't really had very many enormous things happen in my life. It's usually something small that triggers something inside of me that, has nothing to do with the situation. So. Yeah,
we've already learned why that is, right? Because it kind of compounds. If we don't process it, it stays there, it lingers there in us, invisibly, in the hidden. And then as one thing adds up to the other, we find ourselves suddenly in this moment of overwhelm. And that's when we have to shift our energy. That's when we have to disrupt whatever is going on. Thank you, Cheryl. That's a really good tip for everyone, to just get out of the situation, even if it's just for a few minutes, to get, sort of this reset. What else can help when we get stuck in, whatever resistance, negativity, pessimism, self-doubt? what else can help us?
I feel like I probably had so much in my life because I have so many tricks. For me, it's also music and dancing, hugging my grandbabies, petting the dog.
Yes.
All of those things.
Petting the dog.
Music is huge for me.
Yes.
And I have some good music, and I usually get pulled right up.
Actually, it's very big for most people without them being aware of it. Music can actually help big time. Emna is sharing. Today I woke up with new energy, with the energy of rebirth. In fact, I was in my kitchen creating new delicacies that better suit the new energetic state. Oh, I like that. I feel a new and more dynamic energy, and it was as if I was meditating tonight because I could not sleep and meditated on ego and why we let it direct our lives and achieve a lot of clarity through that about how insignificant it is when we're connecting with our higher frequency, and how that all these discussions of the environment do not affect me since I see them with detachment. Yeah, it's needed, this detachment that we talked about yesterday. And I understand that when they themselves must unravel their creations to grow, this is a big one for many of us, especially in regards to our loved ones, but also sometimes in regards to the things that are happening in our collectives, politically or environmentally or socially. I understand that they're not listening anyway when I try to help them. Yes. So now I understand that it's not my turn to be in those tasks, but rather to focus on my energy, on growing as an individual and achieving that goal of being better, being a better, lighter individual, detached from the creations of strangers. I like that. I decided not to participate and let the members do it since they created it. So today I have to leave in 10 minutes. That's fine, Emma. But I'm here to keep listening to you and learning or remembering who I am. A big hug to everyone. Okay, and now had to leave already. There's a lot in this, and besides, doing something physically or choosing to listen to something else like music or whatever, I boiled my own negativity down to one thing, and I would like to share this with you. When I found myself in that place where I felt so tired and I felt sick, and I was like, oh shit, sorry, forgive me my English here, this is going down south, okay, my energy is going down south, okay, I usually run with 120% on my battery, right? If I run on 90, something ain't right, okay? So, and I could feel it go further down. From this deeper perspective of self-discovery, there is a promise that I made to myself, to my higher self. And a lot of that was in Enma's sharing right now. Namely, to show up as my higher expression, to do the best I can, and to let go of all these outer things that I cannot control anyway. So today I would like to invite you to see all that you've learned, all that you were able to internalize here over these last 12 days as a sacred experience that reminds you on this promise to yourself. And following this promise then becomes your integrity, your congruence. You've made that promise already anyway. That's the thing. So when we get overrun by all these niggles or by ego, let ego direct our life. Really, all that is this part in us that feels that something ain't right, that we're not acting according to our promise. And for me personally, it always comes down to actually stopping everything that I do. Everything. And retreat. Physically retreat. I personally like it really dark and no sound, and just be with myself and cancel all obligations that I have for like half an hour or an hour, and really connect deep and communicate with myself again. Say hi to my true self and really take the time it takes to reconnect to my heart until I can fully feel it again. And this is then how I shift my energy into sort of this rebirth of myself. It's like reinventing myself. You know, it's like, okay, I can tell that I'm getting caught up by my own darkness, and I accept that it's there, but I'm choosing that this is not what I want to determine my life. So I take the time needed. Not everyone can do this. I usually have a daily schedule full of sessions, so sometimes that means I have to cancel sessions. Sometimes that means I have to walk out of a meeting. And I have done this before, or excuse myself and say we have to continue this later, or I'm going to have to catch up with you later. Because there's nothing more important than this connection with myself. Every decision that I make, every choice that I make in those states, you know what I'm going to say, right? It's a choice that is based on this alignment that I have at that very moment. So if I'm in a shitty state, my choices are going to be shitty. And no matter how many justifications or reasons or whatever my ego mind can come up with, they weren't made with the right energy. So this is my sharing for you, the reminder that every choice you make has an effect on not just your body, mind, spirit, your emotions, but also your karma, right? And if I'm making a choice based on this, abyss feeling, okay, mostly, for me, it's mostly fear that comes in, then I know that this is not a good choice, and it will produce circumstances, it will manifest conditions that will then make it even harder to stick to the promise to my higher self. So this is then, the consequential way of really following this promise that you've made to yourself, to your soul self, if you will. There are, of course, always situations where we have to make compromises, but even if I make a compromise, I always try to make it from the full presence of my heart and ask myself, can I live with this? Is this congruent? Is this okay for me? There are compromises that I can live with. Yeah, I can delay things, for instance. I can say, I really wanted this right now, or really need this right now, but I can also do this later, that's fine. Or, I really don't like this job that I'm doing right now, but I've only got a few more years until I've achieved whatever landmark or something, or go into retirement. It's okay for me, I can live with that. But there are things, in regards to our relationships, for instance, in regards to changes, okay, that we sometimes are not aware of how much they actually influence the manifestation, and also how often we actually set ourselves up for failure, because we're not aware of the compromise that we're making. So on this day of Epiphany, I would like to join or to share with you the meditation step 1 from the sacred self-healing and discovery experience called Sacred Heart. There is a handout forward that summarizes the resonance here that is being energized through this meditation. And as always, you can lean back now. You can turn your videos off. It's a 19-minute meditation for us to reset, to reboot, to regroup, and to rebirth ourselves, our sacred selves.
Sacred Heart. This is step 1 of your sacred self-healing journey. The following meditation, created in cooperation between Transcodes and self-unification.com, is coded to attune your personal energetic frequency to the higher vibratory rate of your sacred heart space. The added theta metronome may induce deeper states of consciousness and should therefore not be listened to while driving or operating heavy equipment. Please find a comfortable position now, any way that works for you. For optimal attunement, repeat this meditation at least 10 times within the next 2 weeks. Thank you. Welcome. Take a deep breath and breathe out everything you have on your mind. Everything you carry in your heart. Let go now for 20 minutes and allow yourself to fully connect inside. Close your eyes and feel inside your body. Pay attention to your body for a moment and allow it to relax. Feel how you get lighter and lighter. There is nothing that needs to be done. There is nothing that needs to be controlled. Nothing to worry about. Nothing is important. Everything is perfect the way it is. Because right now, right here, you are who you are. Infinite, eternal, and divine. You are a soul with a body, a true self in physical form. Within you, within all of us, is the light of life, the source of all there is. This light is your beacon. It lovingly guides you to the center of your heart, the gateway to your true being, your inner divinity. Let go now of all ideas, concepts, beliefs. Just allow your light to shine. Bright brighter and brighter. So bright that you can almost see it with your eyes open. Hear your inner voice calling out to you, I am. I am. I am. I am light. I breathe in light to the center of my heart. I breathe in love to the center of my heart. And I breathe out anything not in harmony with my true self. I love the light. I am the light. I am unified and whole, embracing the light within. I am light. Take my hand now. Trust. Together, you and I will follow your heart's eternal light and enter the core of your sacred heart, your beautiful, warm, soft, and pulsing heart. Feel the warmth. Focus on your heart and allow the warmth to radiate throughout your entire body. Feel how each and every cell is beginning to speed up, moving faster and faster, faster than you have ever felt before. Breathe. Breathe, I am, and feel the pulse. The pulse of your heart. Feel how it becomes deeper and deeper, vibrating with each and every part of you. This is not your heartbeat. This is the pulse of eternal light shining forth through your sacred heart. Now that you can feel your heart and how it's connected with your entire existence, the essence of your energy field, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and etherically. Visualize your sacred heart as a pulsing golden sphere. And within the sphere, you will find a chamber at its center. This chamber is filled with pure, iridescent, diamond white light. Your light. Your life. Your dreams. Your purpose. Your past and future lives. Your manifestations. And brightest of all, divine love. The energy you were made of. But before you can enter this chamber, your sacred heart space, you need to be absolutely sure of who you are, who you truly are, and what your true intentions are. This is necessary. Follow me now and listen to my true self. Feel these words resonating within yourself. I am a true self. I am a soul with a body. I am one with the divine source, the soul of the divine mother and father. Through the center of my heart, I can feel this eternal connection in me. I let go of all attachments and ego illusions, and I call for the clearing of my emotions and mind. My goal is to live as my true self in every moment of my life. I honor and respect true self in each and every one of us. And I accept Gaia and her evolutionary process. Through the power of connection with my true self, I ask for my inner discernment to help me see what is true and to guide me through my life's experiences according to my highest good and potential. In my heart, I feel gratitude and love for myself and everything there is. I am the light. I am the way. I am truth. I am a true self. This is your key to enter your sacred heart chamber. Take some time now and feel your true self and how it opens the gateway to your sacred heart. Let go of my hand and enter now. Welcome. I am your true self. I have been waiting for you. I'm so glad you finally remembered how to find me. You know, I'm always here. Even if you forgot about me, I'm right here. In your heart. You and I are one. Please stay with me for a few minutes, but you can come back anytime. This is what it can feel like to be in your heart. This is what your true self feels like. This is what it feels like to love. This is love. Eternal, infinite, and divine. Take a few minutes now and allow oneness with your true self. Feel eternal love permeating through you. Feel how this golden diamond light of your sacred heart is being reactivated. Feel this beautiful light radiating into each and every cell, from the center of your heart, through your torso, to the tips of your hair, your hands, your legs, and your feet. Feel your love, your light, expanding beyond your physical body, and how it radiates within, through, and around you, surrounding you like a glowing ball, pulsing, expanding, wider and wider. Goes much deeper when you stay longer. Have you noticed that? Slowly come back. I had to stop myself from completely drifting off a few times. You too, Annette? What was it like for you? Personally, I felt a lot of pressure on my body, actually, especially here, my sternum in the beginning, and then I felt my bones popping, cracking, and twitches everywhere. These are energetic residues of tension that we carry inside. And so when we allow our body to fully relax and to slow down, it's quite common to experience those kind of, we call them clearing symptoms. It's a spontaneous clearing of your energy that takes place when you actually allow this deeper inner connection. What were some other experiences you had?
This was my first time having to set my intentions to be there because I had a doctor's appointment right in the middle. So I got to hear the beginning and then the Zoom call started, so I had to click out. And then the appointment was over and I got the extended ending music. And I felt that I could get right into it, but it was very, very short. So, see.
Well, thank you for coming back anyway, Linda. That's pretty brave to do a doctor's appointment in between. Nice focus. The fact that you even chose to come back and that you were able, even though it was just a few minutes, to get back to that place. That's wonderful. Yeah, the other Cheryl that we have shared that went really deep. Yeah, you too. Yeah, so from here on then, you have the opportunity to do these daily Sacred Self online meditations. There are at different times on different days, at least one a day, often twice a day. And I will be back on Friday at noon, same time as the last 13 days, with the counter step, the other side of this Sacred Heart step, namely step 2, called Ego Self. And the meditation addressing this control part in us. And that meditation, just so you guys don't get scared, is spoken by Jeff, who helped me to integrate masculine and feminine energies likewise into these coded meditations. So the Sacred Self-Healing and Discovery course has 24 meditations, becoming clusters of 2. And both of them represent the feminine and the masculine aspect of this resonance that we're working with. Oh wow, Anita, you felt it deeper than ever before with this step. That's a different awareness now, right? You hear these things differently now. So those of you who are not yet part of the Sacred Self-Healing experience, you can buy the steps individually with the workbook that it comes with. And I can send you the link here. Most of you probably know this. And if you want to be part of the trainings and have access to the deeper stuff, the exercises and all that come with these steps, then check out the shop. We are currently changing the platform, so we're looking at a much more lively experience here with this new digital platform, and hopefully also a channel for all these daily Sacred Self meditations. So yeah, check this out. And those of you who are members, you can listen to this step 1 maybe 2-3 more times with this renewed perspective and experience something that Annette just described, where you suddenly hear and feel a meditation that you have done before in a different way, where you feel these energies unfolding in an updated or upgraded way, if you will. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. Yes, Annette, this embryo, this sacred rebirth energy that you're describing here in the chat is very common, especially with all these contemplations and the context that we've created over these last 12 days. This is really, really strong, not just at the beginning of each year, but when we go in with the right intent and conscious awareness, what it actually is that we're energizing every time we do this deeper connection, then we'll feel this. All right. Thank you again. It's been an extremely wonderful experience with you, even though it kept me really, really busy and I'm really, really tired now. But I wouldn't want to miss it. It was really wonderful, and I can see it in your faces, those of you who came from the beginning. You look more radiant, much more sort of in yourself, like you've arrived with yourself. That's beautiful. Do me a favor, for any future events like this, leave me a testimonial, leave me something that I can publish, that those who've experienced these 13 days, either through watching the recordings or actually being here live, what this experience was like for you, as if you were speaking to someone who doesn't know what it is that you did here. And you can also leave an audio message if you want. Yeah. Thank you. See you on Friday on this channel, and I'll post all the other links for the daily Sacred Self meditations here for you to click on. So they're also on Skype, and you just hop on to the other channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.